Hey there, if you're a woman over 50 and you're going out for a night out on the town, this is gonna be a great video for you. We're gonna start with a recap of a dramatic eye and then finish that look off. Enjoy. I'm just gonna pop it up. I'm gonna go up just a little bit more. We're gonna deepen that crease. Just a touch of red in there so it is like a kind of a purpley cranberry. And I'm gonna go just where she put that darker color before, and you can see I really laid it down there. And now I'm taking kind of a fluffier brush and I'm just softening it out a little bit. If we just added a small sweep of kind of a bronzy shimmer to that, I think it would be gorgeous. Just a warmer bronze shimmer. And I'm just gonna pop a little bit of it. I'm gonna lay it down and I'm just gonna sweep it out. We're just getting a little bit of an extra zhuzh. A liquid liner pen, and we can even just go on that lash line. We don't even have to hit all up and fill that in, and take it on the outer 1/3. Falsies in a tube. So what we're gonna do, once again, we're just gonna put it at the base and we're gonna kind of shimmy it out a little bit.
Kathy here has already been prepped accordingly as far as moisturization. Be sure you do that as well. And then right now we're going on and we're applying a little bit of primer, and we're just doing it to the middle T-zone of her face. Notice I'm using more of a softer, flat brush, and I'm going from the inside to the out. You don't need any of it really along the outside of your face, because that's not where we sweat, that's not where our pores tend to get a little upset with us. So now we're going in and we're just gonna start stippling on some foundation. I say stipple because I'm putting it on very lightly with this fluffy brush. And you know where if you feel like you need it the most, then you can apply just enough to get your skin tone and everything evened out nicely. You don't have to slather it on. And then I like to put it on with the brush and then blend it in with kind of a damp sponge. I'll take a sponge and I will put it under the sink, get it all soaked up with water, and then I'll squeeze it out just enough to make it a little damp. And then I'll help kind of rub in the foundation with that sponge. And I'm just doing really small, I'm not rubbing it into her face, I'm just slowly patting it into her face. Make sure you go ahead and get the neckline. When you put your chin all the way up, make sure you're taking that product all the way down onto your neck. You want everything to match. You don't want that funny kind of line of demarcation there. And now we're gonna kind of start doing a little bit of the blush. So what I really like to do is take kind of a medium-sized fluffier brush, and I like to start at the apples of the cheeks and then blend upwards towards the temples. And that gives it just a little bit of a lift while giving it a little bit of color. You don't really need too much. It almost just looks like she kind of came in from the slopes and she's got just a little bit of a chill. When doing your under eye makeup, you have to be super careful because a lot of the under eye products can be very thick. They can be very heavily pigmented. The under eye skin is the thinnest skin on your face. So when you put kind of a thicker product on like this, it can tend to get in all those little nooks and crannies, all those little tiny wrinkles. It can exacerbate what you don't want already. So what I like to do is take that, put it on just a little bit, and then blend it in with your fingers or a sponge. You see how she still has coverage under her eyes, but it's not too much and it's not super heavy. We want to cover, but not make anything worse. And Kathy has amazing brows, so all we really need to do is just fill them in a little bit. I'm keeping with her natural hair color. I'm going very lightly. It's better to go with a cooler undertone unless you have that touch of auburn in your hair. The warm undertone can kind of read a little heavy and different. So when you go for the cooler undertone, it's a lot better for most brunettes. If you were using a few different colors on your brows, it's best to go lighter on the insides and darker on the outsides. Not everybody needs to, but if you feel like you need a little more help in making a darker brow, that's a good way to do it because it adds a little more dimension. And pick a lip color that's fun for you. I mean, lip colors really can do so much. Do you like a nice red pop? Do you like to do more of a smoky eye and a nude lip? I chose more of a raspberry color on Kathy because she's got those big, pretty blue eyes. And I really think that those just really made those baby blues pop so much. A fun berry color is always festive. It always looks great. I feel like it transitions through any season super well. And then when you're all finished up with everything, you can take your translucent powder and put it on the area in the middle of your face where you put your primer, up on your forehead, on your nose, either sides of your nose, and your chin. And then if you do feel like you need a little extra insurance, give it a spritz of that setting spray, just to keep everything in check and make sure everything stays a little bit longer.
Thank you so much for watching Prime Women's Guide to Beauty, where we are redefining what it means to be a woman over 50. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe.